What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about all the content that we know is coming in Season 2 Reloaded of Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, there's plenty of brand new content going up over on detonated.com for those out there that want additional coverage in the form of articles for multiplayer, Warzone, zombies, and hey, even COD 2024. Plus, there's plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. But speaking of 2024, as a reminder, my previous video will be linked down below in this video's description. I talked a little bit about how we could be paving the way right now for a massive 2024 integration between Call of Duty and Xbox Game Pass. Now, we did get an update to Black Ops 2 just recently, which honestly blew my mind, and I talked more about that in that previous video, but there is a double XP event planned for this weekend inside of MW3 and Warzone. It's unclear what it will entail. Is it a triple XP event or just a regular leveling XP event for your player rank? But I'll keep you guys posted on that in a separate video and probably some tweets over on Detonated. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Manscaped. You can step into 2024 with confidence thanks to Manscaped, where resolutions are met and hairs are neatly kept. Because when you look good, you feel good. New year, new you, and definitely a new trimmer, which is why I'm excited to show you the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra by Manscaped. Now, I've been working with Manscaped for many years now, and with the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, they've taken grooming precision to a whole new level with their next-gen dual skin-safe blade heads, now accompanied by an updated trimmer blade and interchangeable foil blade for enhanced performance. Building on the excellence from the Lawnmower 4.0, these updated blades definitely mean business. The updated trimmer blade features longer, wider, and rounded teeth that cut through hair with ease, tough on hair yet incredibly gentle on the skin. Say goodbye to those endless passes. It's all about getting it right the first time. But I also gotta remind you guys, yes, this trimmer is indeed waterproof. That's right, rain or shine, it's trimming time. Now you can join the 9 million men worldwide who put their confidence in Manscaped for all things grooming and hygiene. Head over to manscaped.com and get your hands on the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra today. When you use my promo code, as you can see on screen, you'll get 20% off plus free international shipping over at checkout. But with that, your balls are going to save you. Now thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring tonight's video. But in regards to Season 2 Reloaded, as far as the marketing and release date do go for the mid-Season 2 updates, the marketing should begin a week from today on February 28th. Now, as we've seen in the past, we typically get marketing an exact week before launch for a brand new season, but Reloaded updates have been a bit iffy, where we got marketing maybe on the Thursday, 6 days before the launch of that content, and we've seen it as late as Monday, 2 days before the launch of that content. So marketing could be a bit iffy for Reloaded, but I will still keep you guys posted on what is going on with that one. But the release of Season 2 Reloaded is of course on March 6th. According to the in-game classified Battle Pass timer, that's when the mid-season should begin and all the content should begin to roll out for every single game mode. I will also update the Detonated article to tell you guys more about the file size and whatnot once we do learn more information. But going into multiplayer and what to expect for that mode specifically, first off, we got a new 6v6 map in the form of DOS House. For those that didn't play Call of Duty Vanguard, you're in for a treat. But even if you did play Vanguard and you played that old World War II version of DOS House, it's still going to be a bit of a different experience, which I'm really excited about for MW3, since we haven't really seen full reimaginings of maps, at least not in recent years. We have been seeing some faithful one-to-one remakes on the brand new engine, but to be able to see reimaginings of old school maps with the same layout but a different aesthetic, that gets me really intrigued to play the all-new experience. And I know Black Ops 2 did that exceptionally well over 10 years ago, but also to add into this, we do have Dome as a carry-forward map for Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer coming into this game. It'll probably be in the MW2 map mosh pit pretty soon, but in the recent Season 2 creator call, we did get confirmation from Sledgehammer that MW2 2022 maps are also going to join the regular map rotation for MW3. It's unclear when that's going to happen though. Now, in terms of multiplayer, we also have the Vortex event dropping, which will bring in Skid Grow and even Airborne. These are going to be map remixes, kind of what we saw in Season 1 with the other Vortex maps. We saw remixes of Scrapyard, Quarry, even Rust. Those maps are also going to come back, in which you'll be able to play TDM, Kill Confirmed, Domination, and Hardpoint on all 5 of those map remixes. Sadly, I did get it answered over on the Season 2 creator call in regards to what's going on with that ray gun mode. That isn't coming back, but those other modes that I just mentioned are going to be playable on these 5 map remixes. So that's what's going on with that. But then we also have a Dune event happening later during the mid-season, and it's apparently called the Rule of Fate. It's unclear if it's an actual challenge event, another XP focused one, but a new pulse Paul skin did get leaked out, and I know some of the leakers out there were claiming that this is a free skin you can unlock by finishing that event. That would be crazy if you can get a free skin for Paul just by playing or doing something in-game. That would be absolutely insane, and if they do that, then I would hope that we get a free Rick Grimes skin one day, maybe even in Black Ops 2024, but it's unclear exactly what's going to be happening with the upcoming Dune event. I'll also update you guys really soon when we get some official marketing, but then we also have 2 modes dropping in multiplayer with mid-season. The first one is Bounty. That's a mode that's returning from Modern Warfare 19 and even MW3 2022. You guys probably know how that works. It's pretty straightforward. There will be an HVT marked in your match, and you got to go ahead and go after him on the enemy team. But then there's a mode called Joggermosh releasing, which is going to consist of third-person Juggernaut gameplay. Yes, everybody is a Jug in that match, while you're playing objective modes like Kill Confirm, Domination, Hardpoint. So everyone is going to be in a Jug suit, but there will be a one-hit kill melee weapon that you could find towards probably the middle of the map. Now, I have speculated, though, this could be a part of what is likely to be the Warhammer collaboration, which is the only thing not officially confirmed as of now for Reloaded, but it's no coincidence that for Warhammer, there are some pretty cool skins that already leaked out that seem to be Juggernaut reskins. Now, maybe it's a coincidence that we're getting a Juggernaut-themed LTM for multiplayer, but it does seem like those skins we're going to be seeing from Warhammer are probably what we're going to be suiting up as during the Juggermosh mode. If not, those skins that did leak out could be actual operator bundles, which I think would also be cool since the skins look absolutely phenomenal. As of now, 3 bundles did leak out for Warhammer, but not much is known about what's included in them. There is gameplay of some various finishing moves that are apparently part of Warhammer. One of them is called Servo Skull, which appears a bit unfinished in the leaked footage, but there's also one that really clearly is trying to depict a chain sword. So you can see a sword kind of going through the enemy, but then vibrating as the enemy operator kind of shakes while you're doing the animation. So it's very clearly tied to a chainsaw of sorts, right? So it does seem like we do have footage there of an unfinished chainsword model that is tied to Warhammer, coming to MW3 and Warzone pretty soon. Gameplay also surfaced of a Riot Shield blueprint, a part of one of the Warhammer bundles, and there's even a blue steel universal camo that you're going to end up unlocking by completing an XP focused challenge event. That should also be dropping at some point during the later half of Season 2 Reloaded, but a bunch of other camos also leaked out that are going to be dropping either by the end of Season 2 or even early Season 3. I made a dedicated video all about those camos since there's quite a bit, and I'll have that video linked down below as well. But then when it comes to DLC weapons to expect, we first up have the SOA Subverter Battle Rifle. It's confirmed to be a weekly challenge, which I'm going to guess could end up being a weekly challenge with the launch of Reloaded on March 6th. That will leave us at, I believe, week number 4 for Season 2's weekly challenges, and they confirmed that it's a battle rifle chambered in 7.62. It's a hard-hitting rifle that dominates at mid to lower ranges because of the low rate of fire and predictable recoil. So let's see how scary this thing is when going up against folks that have armor over in Warzone or even in multiplayer. But with that, there's also the Soul Render sword melee weapon, which is pretty cool looking based on the official blog images that we have. It's confirmed to have a classified unlock, which I believe is hinting at the fact that it'll be featured in the classified Battle Pass sector, which typically, as we've seen since Modern Warfare 2's life cycle, will end up featuring a couple of DLC weapons, at the very least one, and then some other bonuses you can get by doing other challenges in that classified sector. So doesn't seem to be a blueprint coming for it with the Michonne bundle, which you would say is probably a missed opportunity, right? Because she has dual Kadachis instead. It would have probably made sense to have a single sword blueprint for the Soul Render, but maybe that chain sword that leaked out for Warhammer is going to be in a bundle with that kind of blueprint, but is based on this Soul Render melee weapon that we're going to be unlocking for free with the classified sector. But speaking of that classified sector, moving into aftermarket parts, we have the Jack Burnout part, which is confirmed in the blog post as a Battle Pass unlock. Now, this wasn't featured with the initial launch of the Battle Pass, so that has me thinking that that's our pretty direct confirmation that it'll be in the classified sector. We did see aftermarket parts in some recent classified sectors, so I wouldn't really put it past them to do it again, but this will provide an adverse fire mode with increased fire rate on the Holger 26. It'll overheat and expand the barrel over time, and will obviously increase your recoil, so it's going to be a pretty cool little turnaround for the Holger 26, but I do want to mention the gameplay has already surfaced of this amp thanks to one of the leakers over on Twitter. That'll be linked down below, but other amps will include the Jack Backsaw kit, the Jack Maglift kit, the Jack Outlaw 277 kit, as well as the Jack Glassless Optic. So quite a few more aftermarket parts they'll be releasing via weekly challenge unlock rewards, so I'm assuming they're going to spread these out up until week 8 before we can go ahead and unlock that animated Dragon Inferno camo. But then when it comes to Warzone, there's actually some pretty cool updates coming out. First off, the Bunker Buster kill streak. Yes, a whole new kill streak that might change the game forever and might even get taken out of the game if people complain a bit, but this will probably change the pacing speaking of some of the later halves of your Warzone matches, so we got to see gameplay of this in the recent Season 2 creator call, and essentially what it does is allows you to call in an airstrike on a building, and what happens is a bunch of gas will be dispersed into that building, which will force people to get out. I believe if they have a gas mask or a PDS, they'll be fine, but it'll definitely be something that encourages people to actually move and not just camp in certain areas, especially later in game. So that's going to be interesting. And I did mention the PDS. Yes, that's also a field upgrade that is finally coming to Warzone, which I think got confirmed during Modern Warfare 2's Warzone cycle and just never released for whatever reason. Now it's finally happening, along with the mobile point of interest known as the research vessel. This will be a new area on Fortune's Keep that literally moves around the island, which is really exciting. So it's unclear if anything else is coming to Fortune's Keep or Urzikstan. Hopefully they bring back that weapons case LTM or the Battle Royale preview mode for those that didn't get to unlock those rewards yet. But there apparently is an Easter egg tied to the research vessel POI that's coming with mid-season. We'll be covering all of that on stream and making plenty of guides if needed. But last and certainly not least, we have zombies. So sadly, Season 2 didn't launch with any actual zombies content. All of it is being saved for mid-season. So I'm gonna guess going forward, all the new zombies content for MW3 will end up being saved for reloaded updates, not the beginning of a season, unless it just took a little bit extra time for High Moon or Infinity Ward to transition into working on MWZ. Maybe Treyarch passed the baton to them and they needed more time to kind of get on board, get everything ready, and maybe now going forward we'll start getting stuff at the beginning of each season. Who actually knows? We are getting a brand new Dark Ether Rift. Just like what we saw in Season 1, we're going to be seeing a brand new portal open up in which it'll take us to a different area of Al Mazrah, specifically the Syed Shopping Center, I believe. That'll be a whole new Dark Ether Rift we can go into via an act mission, and after doing that act mission, there'll, I guess, be a fetch quest or Easter egg of sorts to do in Urzikstan to let us go back into that rift without doing the act mission, and then once in that rift, there'll be some contracts, maybe newer ones from what we saw in Season 1, that allow you to then unlock the brand new schematics. The new schematics do include a VR11 acquisition, as well as the Mags of Holding acquisition, which is kind of like stock option, if you guys remember that gobblegum from BO3, allowing you to shoot a bunch of ammo from your reserve instead of your main clip. And there also will be a Blood Burner key acquisition, letting you just spawn in the Blood Burner bike whenever you need it. It'll probably help you get that achievement done if you guys haven't unlocked it yet. But there will also end up being the release of the Carries Warlord, and a little description was written about Carries over in the recent blog post. Carries will be located in the Orlov military base, so we'll have a heavily trapped base with gas that counters thermals and other sensors. It'll be a bit of a challenge. I'm just crossing my fingers for a pretty cool reward rift for defeating her, since the one for Dokubi wasn't all that exciting. Now, it's like I said before, if zombies would have just had some QOL updates at the beginning of Season 2, such as a wallet so we can start stacking our money, or even exfil streaks, since it'll take a while to hit all those containment levels, complete 100 contracts, and get the rewards, that at least would have kept us with something until the mid-season when the actual content released. But either way, we're still getting something for every single game mode on March 6th. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on all the content that we know of so far for Season 2 Reloaded? Are you happy with what has been saved for multiplayer Warzone and zombies? Plus, let me know how you're feeling about the upcoming collaborations with Dune, yet again, and the one that's rumored for Warhammer. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.